I'm going to use Visual Studio to create a Teams bot powered by AI. Hey devs, I'm John Miller. Let's dive into Visual Studio and I'm going to show you how to get started creating a Teams app using OpenAI Assistants so you can create your own copilot-like experience. All right, I'm inside Visual Studio 2022 preview, and the first step is to install Teams Toolkit, and you can do that inside the Visual Studio installer. Instructions for that are in the description below. After you have that installed, you can go ahead and create a new project using the Microsoft Teams app template. And you can go ahead and give it a name. And we're going to use the AI Assistant bot template. Click Create and wait for that to start. After your solution loads, the Getting Started document opens, and that has all the instructions that I'm going to go over here. And you can also use the preview button to see a prettier version of that. I'm going to go ahead and close that. And the next thing we need to do is add our OpenAI Assistants API key to our project and also the assistant ID for that. And since I'm going to run this in the app test tool, I can put that value inside the app settings.test tool. I need to fill in these two values. To get the OpenAI Assistant ID, you'll need to create an assistant. So you can head over to platform.openai.com and create a new assistant. I've already done that, and I've created one called the Weather Assistant. So here is the ID that I need to copy. And I've gave it some instructions to be a helpful assistant that can give me a weather forecast. Choose a model. And the neat thing here is how you can interop with your code and this assistant so that way the LLM can call your code is you can add a custom function. So I've added one here called get weather, and it's very basic. It has no parameters in this case because my sample code doesn't need any. So I've just given the method a name and a description. So whenever I give it instructions to get weather, it should call that function. Back in Visual Studio, I've pasted in those values into my app settings.test tool file off screen. So that is ready to go. The next thing we need to do is add an action handler in our code for when the model tries to call get weather. So this uses the Teams AI library, and we can open up action handler.cs and add a new handler for the get weather method. Before I can get any weather, I need to add a new project to my solution to actually return the result. So this will be my API to actually get the weather. I'll just add an ASP.NET Web API project, and all the defaults are fine. Now, whenever I ask my bot to get weather, it should call that custom function that I've made, which will run this code. So let's set a breakpoint here, and then we can find out. And I want to start both these projects because I have my API running inside this solution. So I'm going to set up multiple startup projects. And I want this to run in the test tool, and I want my API, I'm going to run it as HTTP for right now. And click start. So here's my bot running locally, and now I should be able to ask it, what is the weather? And we should hit our breakpoint. And here's our code running now on get weather was successfully called. And go ahead and continue, go back to our bot, and we should see a weather report. Nice. If you want to create an app like this, check out the links below in the description where I've included the instructions on how to install Teams Toolkit and get started. If you'd rather use JavaScript or TypeScript, check out my other video where I use Teams Toolkit for VS Code. I hope you liked the video, and if you want more insights like this, consider subscribing, and I will see you in the next one.